Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with the Hebrew Streets, man. It's AK Showtime. So yeah, man. So basically, just seen a tweet from Adam Schefter about 45 minutes ago. Um, Ezekiel Elliot got granted a restraining order. Uh, I guess from his lawyers or like a judge or whatever that heard that reviewed the case through the NFLPA, and he basically getting a suspended sentence, um, a suspended suspension or whatever. So from what I seen from Adam Schefter, basically like um, he's eligible to play all year, and uh, yeah, man, he basically when everything is all said and done, he gonna play all 16 games. Um, and then I guess they'll review it after the season, whenever the season is up. Um, I don't know how the rest of that stuff is gonna work, but he'll basically be able to play all year with no problem at all. And the one thing I said on Twitter after I retweeted the tweet from Adam Schefter, um, I basically said the NFL is going to have to answer some huge questions about their procedural process, because how do you sit up there and suspend a man when you got evidence from your lead investigator, um, two investigators from two different jurisdictions in Florida and in Ohio, and then you got testimony, you got um, and you got evidence, you got everything that basically says that the girl lied on Zeke. I think, I mean, and a lot of this stuff came out early, way before they even started the investigation. All this stuff came out early. Kid Roberts came out and said, "Yo, I don't believe that Ezekiel Elliott. I don't believe that Ezekiel Elliott should be suspended for any games. Not two, not four, not six. Yeah, I don't believe that he should be suspended for any games." So the fact that they tried to suspend him for 6 games, and then they got um, and then they got overturned, it's really a black eye for the NFL, bro. I mean, you would think that they, when they got Greg Hardy suspended 10 games and then he reduced it down to 4. I mean, that was before the his incident happened before the Ray Rice thing. Um, his suspension happened after the Ray Rice thing, but his incident happened before the Ray Rice rule got instituted, which basically means 6 games for domestic violence. So he got it quite played down to 4. He could have had it reduced to 0, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously, all the stuff that came out after that, and he already said, you know what, I'm just um, serve my 4 and then get back on the field. But this Ezekiel Elliott thing is really going to turn a lot of things on its head, and it's really going to make Roger Goodell, the NFL, and the league office look terrible, man. It's really going to make them look bad. And they already suspended Josh Brown, who isn't even on the team, mind you, 6 games for domestic violence. When they suspended him 1 game last year, and then tried to indefinitely suspend him or whatever, and then I think like after that the Giants like cut him or whatever, and now they're going to suspend him 6 games for what? He's not even on the team. I mean, I guess you could say, okay, when he gets back on the team, he's going to be subject to the policy, but you already tried to suspend him 1 game last year. You might as well just say, look, we fucked up. And look, the Josh Brown thing is spin control, because they're gonna try to make it seem like, oh no, we're not targeting Zeke. We're not racist. We're gonna suspend Josh Brown, who's not even on the fucking team this year, but Zeke is. And by the way, who gives a fuck about a kicker? No, I mean, no offense, but I know they do their job and they win games, and they're essential part of the team or whatever, because Sometimes you need a kicker to, kick a pressure kick in a tense situation with the game on the line. Just ask Gary Anderson. You know, he make that field goal. Minnesota probably go to the Super Bowl, and they probably beat Denver in '98. But yeah, man. The NFL, the NFL is going to look so bad after this. They're going to look so bad, and especially if Zeke keeps going off each week during the season, and if we don't have any hiccups during the season, with injuries, knock on wood, and anything stupid happening with him, you know, they're gonna look so bad, bro. They're gonna look even worse than they did with Tom Brady. And see, a lot of people sit up there talk about, oh, Tom Brady's a cheater. Tom Brady's a cheater. He should be no. But then even the Patriot haters was sitting up there like, yeah, man, stick it to Roger Goodell. He's a bad commissioner, blah blah blah. But then all of a sudden he a good commissioner when he suspended Zeke Elliot for 6 games for domestic violence, but he ain't even fucking commit. And it's clear he ain't fucking committed because it's evidence that the girl lied. Kia Roberts, your lead investigator, said no, we shouldn't suspend him. The judge reduced the suspension, and now the NFL can't even do nothing about it. Why? Because it's in the court of law. It's a definite ruling by the court of law that he appealed it. He got the suspension suspended or whatever. Basically, got it thrown out, and that's in the actual court, not the NFL court that they can rule on whatever the fuck they want to rule on. But anyway, man, I'm out, man. Shout out to Adam Schefter for the information. I just seen it. I just kind of clicked on my Twitter app and I seen it, and I was like, whoa. Like it said, breaking news: Ezekiel Elliot getting this suspended, basically thrown out by the courts, and it's gonna make them look so bad. It's gonna make the NFL look so bad, bro. It's gonna make them look terrible, man. And when Roger Goodell eating crow at the end of the season, when this man doing what he, doing what he doing, man, and I'm not saying it's gonna end up like Brady, because we all know what they was doing with Brady. They was trying to make it a big storyline after 2 years and all this other shit. They ain't gonna let no brother win no Super Bowl after some shit like that. They gonna try to screw him either way. But even if he do win the Super Bowl, bro, Roger gonna end up being some big time crow, bro. He already got egg on his face over this whole situation anyway. That's why he was trying to go so hard with Zeke, and then he tried to suspend Charles Brown like that mean anything. He not even on the fucking team. But anyway, man, I don't mean to ramble on, dog. But I just wanted to share that information with y'all, man. I'm out.